Hi guys, and welcome back to another brand new video for you today. And you might be noticing something a little bit differently. I'll give you 5 seconds to figure out what that is. Yes. Nothing went wrong with my face. No, my face is still the same. But you might be noticing that I don't have my Green Arrow hood on this time, and I know it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I generally do have it when I do a review of Arrow, but for this reason and this weekend, I'm getting ready to go somewhere, so I, for one, don't have it on, just because I was just like, well, let's just start filming, because yeah, I don't think people watch my videos just to see that. I mean, you could, I'm not really sure, but yeah, so happy Easter weekend to all you guys. I hope you are gonna have a great weekend. Let me know what you're doing, if you're doing anything special, or just what do you do on Easter weekend. I, for one, just to give you a little tidbit into who I am, I celebrate Jesus and his resurrection and all that. So that is what Easter means to me. And also, yeah, and I know a lot of people do Easter for Easter egg hunts, those are always fun. I don't do them anymore. I wish my mom doesn't do them anymore, but I think we're gonna do it this year. So because we don't have any kids, so we're just like, you know what, let's just do an Easter egg hunt anyway, because why not? Let's just, yeah, fun. But so yeah, that's what I have planned. So I'm interested to hear what you guys have planned for Easter. And yeah, it's cold in Kansas right now. It is I think we're supposed to have snow on Easter, I think. So yeah, that's not really ideal considering Easter's in the springtime when everything's blossoming, and yeah. So I really hope we don't have snow. I love snow. I love the cold, but yeah, I just not for Easter. I don't really want. I don't want that for Easter Sunday. But anyway, so let's get into talking about Arrow. I haven't done an Arrow review in like forever because they keep going on breaks. Like seriously, what is with all the breaks? But I think there's not gonna be any more breaks from now on. So I really don't know why they went on break, because it's not like we had Olympics or March Madness. That was always done during the weekends. So I'm like, why did we miss out on Arrow? But anyway. Yes, so we're back here to review my favorite show, Arrow, and I'm excited and super pumped for the rest of the season because I love Arrow and it's my favorite show. So yeah, so anyway, let's get into talking. Let's see. This one, just to get a quick rundown of the previous episode, I thought the previous episode was good. I wish it would have involved Roy a little bit more. I felt like he was just kind of on the sidelines a little bit, and I didn't really care for that. So that was kind of fun, but everything with like Richard Dragon I thought was great. I think he's going to be a great villain if they continue to keep him hyped. I want to see more of him. I feel like that's one weakness I feel like this season hasn't really done well, is like as far as good use of villains. I feel like it's kind of been scatterbrained. Like they haven't really known what to do, or they've just been kind of like so busy, they're like, okay, well, we'll just throw this in and stuff like that. So I haven't really cared for that part of this season, but yeah, but he's great. The actor, when I heard that he was going to be playing him, I was like, oh, okay. I haven't really seen him in anything, but I'm willing to have my mind changed. And he's great at doing like this different kind of villain. And I like how they're going with this. I like that he's not like, destroy the city, I want to be evil. And, it's more like I want to take control of this city, which is kind of what Slade did, but not really. That wasn't his main mission or his goal. For Richard Dragon it is, and I like that. So I'm interested. And now we found out in this episode that he has vertigo, which is something that I suspected when we had him and all of his like drug stuff going on. I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna be doing something with vertigo, because I, was seeing some pictures of Stephen Amell, what he was posting online and everything like that. So I was like, oh, this might have something. This seems like a vertigo situation. So, yes. So I'm interested to see how that's all gonna play out. because I personally like, besides Adrian Chase and Slade, Count Vertigo has been my favorite villain that Arrow has had in their show. So I don't know why, because he's really creepy. But yeah, he's just been different, and I like him, and yeah. And like, I wish they didn't get rid of the other guy. Like, I understand there was a good episode where he kind of like died off, but I was like, I'm not gonna be on the show anymore. Unless, we found out there's Lazarus pits everywhere. So unless they, since there's there's 3 other Lazarus pits, there's gonna be some kind of resurrection or anything like that, because they wouldn't just throw that in there carelessly like that. Be like, oh, well, there's just 3 other Lazarus pits. I mean, that's a big deal. Lazarus pits, yeah, big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see how that goes. I feel like this is, there's some people that will disagree with me on this, which is fine, but I personally feel like this is the best episode we've gotten from Thea since season 3, if I'm being honest with you. She has not been really part of the show, I feel like, which is sad, because she was really good in season 1 and season 2. I really liked her character, and then they just kind of were like, we don't really want to use you, or the actress was just kind of like, I don't really want to be on the show anymore. So that was kind of sad that they kind of just like, put her in a tin can for a while and only opened her up when they needed something. So yeah, that was kind of sad, but I'll miss her. But I feel like this was a good send-off for her. Again, Roy, disappointed. I did like that scene where they were in the stairwell and they were talking. That seemed like a very season 2, season 1 kind of Roy-Thea relationship duo thing they've always had going on. So I really liked that, and I enjoyed seeing that. But as far as Roy in this episode, I was like, wah. He just didn't do much. He wasn't like, I just feel like he was such a big character, and then you bring him back only to not really use him very much. Like, I just don't think they really know how to use his character anymore, because he's not been on the show. So they're like, okay, what do we do? Curtis, I hated. I don't want Curtis on the show anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean at all. I promise you. But I just, Curtis's character does nothing for the show. He absolutely does nothing, and I'm tired of seeing him shoehorned into everything. Ugh. I just know, and I don't need his storyline. I don't need any of that, just because it does nothing for the show except just create drama, unneeded drama. I'm just like, no. And then seeing Renee's daughter, and that there was no point in bringing her in. I didn't think that. I mean, it was like whatever. But that one guy, that one police officer dude, he's bad. I just, no. He's not, something about him doesn't sit right with me. Something about him just seems too conveniently weird. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like he's working for Ricardo Diaz. So, if that happens, I won't be very surprised, but if it doesn't, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But, yeah, so that happened. I wish we had gotten to see a little bit more Oliver in this episode. Talia didn't come back, which is probably because they probably couldn't get her on the show. So this other guy was kind of like, other woman, I'll correct myself there. This other lady, Ra's al Ghul assistant, League of Assassins ninja lady, yeah, so she was fine. I wasn't really enthused with her. She just seemed kind of like a throwaway character. But I do have one gripe, okay? Yeah, okay, so when Thea stabs her, she falls down, Nyssa comes, they don't even turn around. They're still facing her. And they're talking, and they're like, oh, she's gone. What? I laughed at that. I was like, she's right in front of you. How did she get away without you guys noticing? Like, you were the dumbest. Yeah, no. I was like, that right there is just bad writing. I'm sorry. It's not like a deal breaker in the episode show for me. But yeah, it made me laugh, and I was just like, wow, how can these people be like fighting when they're not very observant to their surroundings? That was funny. But anyway, everything else, I thought William was good in this episode. I kind of liked the Nyssa, Oliver, Felicity marriage rival kind of thing there. Because you kind of think like, oh, that's just kind of like season 3 and they're done with it, but they keep bringing it back, which I just kind of like. I just think it's kind of funny. And seeing a little bit of jealous Felicity, I think it's funny too. But yeah, if you don't like Felicity, I'm sorry. I don't get all the hate with Felicity. I honestly don't. I've ranted about her character before. I loved her character in season 1, season 2, and she's been good this season. She's not the same for me, but she doesn't deserve all the hate that people give her. So I'm a fan of her character, and I will not be hating on her. I will point out when things are done wrong, when she acts badly, but yeah. I'm not gonna be blabbing all out in her character like I do with Curtis. I'm sorry. But, yeah, so I think, is that what happened in this? Ooh, what else happened in this episode? I think that's mainly it from my perspective. I think the coolest thing, I know this is weird, I think the coolest thing that happened in this episode was probably figuring out that Richard Dragon has ties with Vertigo, and he's going to be using that. I think, I have a little bit of prediction here. I don't know if he's going to do like a Batman Begins kind of storyline where he's planning like to release it out into the city. That would be kind of cool and interesting. So I'm thinking maybe he's going to be doing something kind of like that, because why else would he need Vertigo? Yeah, I have a feeling something like that, where he's going to be using Vertigo to kind of like take control of the city, and then therefore Oliver is going to be dealing with the repercussions of that. We find out next week Oliver and Diggle are going to be fighting because Diggle wants the mantle, and Oliver's like, no, this is my mantle, and kind of like, you know, I want that toy, no, it's mine, you know, kind of situation. So that'll be interesting. It doesn't bug me that they're going to be fighting, which generally would bug me, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I feel like with all the drama between not Team Arrow, new Team Arrow, whatever you want to call him, and then old Team Arrow, all that drama, and then this drama with Thea, it'll just be kind of nice, I feel like, to get back to old, like Diggle, Felicity, and Oliver. So that would be kind of nice. So I think that's all that happened in this episode that stood out to me. Let me know, guys, if you thought of something else or what you liked or didn't like in the episode. Please leave your comments down below. I would love to hear them. And please give this I can't talk today. Please give this video a like and a thumbs up, which is like the same thing. I don't know, thumbs up, like, whatever. Comment, please, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I love having new people come to my channel, and I've reached over 120 subscribers, so that's awesome, and I'm super excited about that. But my next video will probably be next week with Arrow, obviously, but also, you know, Avengers Infinity War is coming up. So I'm super excited about that, and I'll be doing a review for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to go see it in a midnight premiere or what's going to be going on with that. So, you guys have an amazing day, and I hope you have a great weekend with Easter coming up and everything like that. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.